What up, good people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and man, last night was pretty dramatic. I thought I had kind of lost my computer that I built. Thought I had messed it up completely, but through prayer and patience, I was able to figure out what it was, and now we back. So I know y'all probably tuned in yesterday to get that video. I appreciate everybody that bounced back today so we can kind of dive into what it is. And talk about the 3 tight end sets. I saw an article on The Athletic saying that DeCosta may be trying to recreate the 3 tight end sets. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that for you. I ain't going to read it. I'm just going to show it to you. And it's kind of was the basis of me going back and seeing this. Let me see if I can find my Raven stuff. Ravens. So it's where is it? Anyway, Jeff Zarebe, here it is. No, that is not it. No, I saw it earlier. I don't know what it is. Anyway, Jeff Zarebe wrote an article about he think DeCosta's trying to give the Ravens that 2019 feel. And Roman has the parts. Oh, here it is. Trying to replicate 2019. That's what it is. Trying to replicate 2019. See that right there? That's the article I reference right here. And again, it's by Jeff Zarebe. It's on Athletic. If you subscribe, it's a great place to read. Fairly good sports commentary. And the Ravens is one of my teams on here, so I get that news also. But again, y'all here to see the 3 tight ends. We got 4 plays. And I took you back to 2019 because that's where it is at. And we're going to look at these 4 plays with 3 tight end sets and see how we can replicate this. And I also have a little kicker for you at the end of the video. Let's get into it. All right, before we start that, let me get a few shout outs. P. Brownie, Chris Mickles, what's that? Boyd, The Empire Judah, Heather McCubbins, Bertlin. Who else we got? Melvin. Appreciate you guys for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. And Inhuman Joey. Appreciate you. To the film though. So again, the 3 tight end set. And we got a plethora of tight ends on the roster right now that's competing for time. You got Andrews, you got Boyle, you got Oliver, you got Pogin, you got Likely, and you have Kohler. All those guys competing for spots. So again, 3 tight ends set from 2019. And you see the 3 tight ends we got. We got Andrews, you got Hurst, and you got Boyle. A little toss. Now it's crazy how having these guys, and you think of 3 tight ends, you think everybody being compact, how much space it creates with having 3 tight ends in the game. It's gonna be nuts. Now, right now you got a 3 surface blocking with your tight ends, running the toss, which is great leverage for the offense. Got Ronnie out here, on the pool. Hopefully we'll see that. Then right here, right now, this would be Linderbaum right here doing this. And we know how well Linderbaum get out in space and do this. That would be Linderbaum because it's the center right here doing it. Imagine that. 3 tight ends, Ronnie and Linderbaum in space. Got a nice game by Justice Hill. Nice game. So you got 3 tight ends and then it creates space. And you see it from the backside right here. Keep in mind, Ronnie going to pull. The center going to pull, which will be Linderbaum. You got the tight ends out here trying to seal the edge. You got Andrews coming to help on the edge outside. So you got 3 tight ends in there, but it creates more space. Ronnie and Skrull pick up a block. Andrews blocking out here. You got the tight end sealing on that side. And again, that keeps your smaller guys from out there having to block. In this case, Hollywood was on the team at the time, so that kept him from not having to block. Boykin probably could have been in there, but maybe was on the other side. But that keeps from putting your smaller guys in place, especially if you know you're going to run the ball anyway. And you can actually throw the ball to Hurst and Andrews. All right, next play against the Dolphins again. Get your 3 tight ends going in motion. Look how much space is created. You got a guy here. Look at the spacing. Look at the difference in spacing from now. Look at the difference in spacing with 3 tight ends in the game. You got a tight end here, a tight end here, and a tight end here. Look at all the space we got. We couldn't create this space with 3 receivers or 4 receivers. I don't know. I'm being sarcastic right now. But look at the space you got. Spacing was amazing. Let's see who we got in there. You got Andrews, you got Boyer, you got Hurst. Look at the spacing. Andrews going in motion. Look at the space Nick Boyer got to work right here. Look at that spacing. Too easy. Too easy. Why we couldn't create that with receivers? I don't know. Maybe it's the compressed formation leads into something different. I guess. Now, you got your 3 tight ends in here. Don't look like 3 tight ends, but it is. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, you'll see the lineup from the other view. Now, you got your 3 tight ends. Look at all this space out here because Lamar's going this way. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. You got everything compressed up in the box because you got 3 tight ends in there and a running back and a quarterback. But this guy gets on the edge and look at the space it creates. Now, he's on the edge because all this stuff was up in here. Again, all those tight ends created more space on the edge. Why? I guess because with the compressed formation, it's more stuff in there for him to do. Now, you got Ricard. I'm counting Ricard as a tight end in this spot because he's lined up in a tight end spot. You got Boyer there. You got Hurst. And I think that's Ingram in the background behind Lamar. And you got, so with what? 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10 guys in the box. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got 10 in the box. If we take care of the edge, look at all this discombobulation up in here. Now we got numbers on the edge. And you get 8 on the edge, good things happen. Good things happen. 3 tight ends again. Look at the spacing. Look at the spacing. Look at the spacing. Where has this gone? Where has this gone to with? I don't understand where has this gone to. We don't have spacing like this with receivers. Great throw. Now, because of this guy and this guy and this guy being threats, Hollywood was able to work open in the seam and a great throw. Remember they said our quarterback can't throw? This is a dart right here. That's a dart. And that's the MVP year, but they said he couldn't throw. That's one of the 30-plus touchdowns. That's your 3 tight ends right there. You got Hurst, Andrews, and Boyer. Boyer coming in motion. Look, and honestly, I forgot who the tight end is over here, but he could fit that right there too. But he fitted in Hollywood on this side. That's a great freaking throw. But look at the spacing. Like, you don't see but 2 guys in the picture. Nobody's in the middle of the field. You see Boyer right there. See Hollywood down the field. The spacing is crazy. And all these clips we see now, all the tight ends are stacked up together. I mean, not tight ends. All the receivers, whether it be tight ends, running backs, or wide receivers, they like in a line together, or 2 guys in the same spot. What happened to this spacing? I honestly don't know. What happened to this type of spacing and play calling and stuff like that? Well, I guess that's what DeCosta's trying to do now. Bring this back and put this type of stuff back in the game plan and try to replicate the results of then. So, but what I will tell you this is, and this is the little kicker right here at the end. This is the little kicker. When I was going back and watching these games, and I spent most of yesterday and the day before watching them, even though the 3 tight end set is the one that's constantly talked about, that's not the set that got us a ton of big plays. The set that got us a ton of big plays was, and I'm going to personnel it for you, it was Andrews, Hurst, Hollywood, and whoever, receiver wise, whether it been Boykin, Chris Moore, Snead. It was 2 athletic tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back. That's the personnel package that got us a ton of massive plays right there. Even though the 3 tight end set is one that's talked about a lot because we do so much out of it, the 22 personnel, no, 21 personnel is the one that, no, I'm sorry, it's 12 personnel. 12 personnel is the one that turns us up. Because you think about it. You can go ace. If you know what ace is, there's 2 tight ends on traditional sides. You can spread Mark out and have like a regular tight end and then a flexed out tight end, or you could flex both tight ends out because Hurst and Mark could run routes like receivers. Then you have your 2 receivers outside, or you could invert the tight ends. So you can invert the receivers, put them on the inside, put the tight ends on the outside, then run some mesh stuff or all other kind of stuff. And as much more polished as Lamar is as a thrower now than he was on this film I just showed you, that would be so dangerous. That would be so dangerous to come back and do all these different sets with the 2 or the 3 tight end set. Now, this is where I stand with it. And I'm not a Roman homer, so to speak. But he had success in 2019, which is undeniable. The success he had offensively in 2019 was undeniable. So I'm thinking that DeCosta says, hey, well, I'm going to give you a similar puzzle to the pieces to the puzzle that you had in 2019. It's up to you to go recreate that. And if you can't, that's why I feel it we had with it. I'm going to give you all these pieces that you had in 2019 when Lamar was, MVP and we was putting up ungodly numbers. And I'll be honest with you. When I was going back to 2019, I said, I'm going to go to the Dolphins game and I'm going to go to the Rams game because them the games we just blew people out. Well, I was skimming through that. We blew a lot of people out. And I skipped over a lot of games because the Rams and the Dolphins game, the one that stood in my head, but we blew a lot of people out. There were a lot of 40 burgers in 2019. So if that's what Roman needs to be successful, I feel he got it now with a better set of receivers, and he better produce. He got the step. You better produce or he got the step. You got what you asked for. You got what you say you need. Barring injury, which we hope the injury bug don't hit us like it did last year. Because now you got I think you have a better offense as a whole. And I think you have a better defense. So, put it together, Ravens. Hopefully that'll lead us to the promised land this year. And before you get up out of here, hit that like button. Like's more important than food and water around here. And if you disagree or agree or got any comments about what I said, the chat been chatting the whole time. You put that in the comment section. And I'm pretty much going to end this right here, man. I'll stay in the comment section for a minute with the end screen up. But I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate Heather for the 5 in the super chat. She said, I've been screaming to bring the tight end package back. Well, you got enough tight ends right there already. You got enough tight ends. You got Andrews, who's better than what he was. You got Boyer, who had slimmed down from what I'm hearing. I don't know if he moves better or if he's stronger or what. But then even if he's not, it's pressure behind him. It's pressure with Kohler and likely behind him. And, Pogin and Oliver, they all right. But I don't see them making it. But Boyer got to earn your stripes or, it is what it is. Because even though I didn't mention 42, if Boyer doesn't bring something extra to the table other than blocking, they can put 42 down there to do what he's doing. Really, if Boyer doesn't bring something to the table other than just blocking, they can put 42 down there and run with Andrews and the rookies. So we'll see. It's a lot of camp battles to smooth themselves out. Mainly that left tackle spot and that third and fourth running back. And we'll see, man. We'll see. Camp's coming. It'll be July, August before you know it. So again, appreciate you guys and see y'all later. Peace. See what we got in the chat box. 41. That's a good number. Appreciate it, P. You heard him say 20% offense. I didn't even listen to the after practice stuff today. I just didn't even want to listen to it. I just didn't. I wasn't feeling it today. So whatever they say, I know T spoke. I may go back and listen to what T said right now. But and Lamar do look good. Lamar looks good. I like the way he gradually put on that muscle, and his demeanor is like he tired of some BS. Yeah, I think with that 12 personnel queue, I think it's gonna be Andrews and one of the other tight ends, whether it be Boyle, Likely, or Kohler. Then you got Bateman and Duvernay or Prochet, whichever one win that spot. Unless we bring in like a veteran guy, and I personally want Julio, but I don't know what the hold up is on that for somebody else snatch him up. But that's my 2 cents. I'm a Julio or nobody. I'm Julio or roll what you got. I don't want none of them other receivers, but who am I? I'm just a guy. So I'm out, man. Appreciate y'all again. Oh yeah, JK and Gus gonna get it. Think about having JK on those what's the play? I just talked about the play the other day. Old brain going bad. The bash. The QB counter bash. Think about JK on those. If he get on the outside with 2 blockers in front of him. Nuts. Because we was getting all that yardage with Freeman. And Freeman's a shell of himself compared to JK. Now I just want Julio the name Julio and him being on your field commands a safety. Not saying he can go and do what he used to do, but having Julio on your field. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this. Look, hold on, Q, you still here? Let me show y'all. Let me show you this. Say this was Julio right here. Just say this was Julio. This guy can't play the middle of the field. This guy got to be over here, which in turn means this guy got to come back. He got to go over there, and now somebody got to come out the box. Just because of what Julio could do. Not saying he can still do it. Until it's proven that he can't do it no more, you still got to